So today we spent, we never. And a lot of little black ants. All right, I'm just gonna let you know how quick or beside us. We're kind of here by ourselves. All right, good morning, everybody. I was just gonna kind of show you my morning ritual out here. It don't take long. You can see the sun, the morning sun, it kind of hits our patio. So what I do, I got these, let me back out. I don't know if you can see that pole right there? Typically, I just undo that. Raise that pole to where it's off the ground. Come down to this end, same thing. Loosen that. Raise that pole to where it's not on the ground. All right. So, the next step, let me back up. So, the next step, I take this little remote control, hit that, and the awning comes out. And the water that's collected there runs off of it. You can see these poles, they won't hit the ground, but I'll make them hit the ground here in a minute. Now we have a little more shade. So now that the awning's extended, you can see that pole is not touching the ground. I come here and I release that, bring that pole to the ground, snap it back, and now I have a solid base for that awning. Yeah, so after I get the pole set, I've got some little, I guess you'd call them anchor ropes to a stake in the ground. So that prevents the wind from pulling up. The ropes prevent that wind from pulling that thing up. Those poles prevent it from pushing it down. So it's created a pretty stable structure to hold that awning to keep the wind from breaking it off. And I realize we don't have total shade yet because the sun's over there, but we damn sure, we have more shade than we did a while ago, but it also shades the side of the RV from picking up so much heat. All right, this is how it sounds in here. You can't see it very good. It's hailing. Little pea-sized hail. Yeah, okay, I think it's mostly big rain now, but there's little pieces of hail in that. I guess you can hear how it sounds inside here. Well, so today we never left the park. It rained all day. We had probably 45 minutes of pretty good hail. So let's check this river out. So yeah, she's back to flowing. I don't know where it all goes. Little rain makes this thing go. We'll turn on this side of this little bridge. See, yeah, well, that's a pretty considerable flow compared to it being dry. In fact, it was dry this morning. But whether it rains or hails, that girl right there still got to go out. And she, well, hopefully she's not going to run down into that. Most of the time it's dry. She scampers through there and right up the other side. She's searching those treetops. She knows there's a squirrel up there. Yeah, remember when we were here by ourselves? Look at the place now. Everybody here's got a side by side. There's one, two, there's like 3 more campers here.
Bill is taking Ginger on a ride.
Just so you know, we're in the same RV park, but we're in a different site. We're in a better site. We're down here at the end, man. There is no one. There's no one around us. It's a big site. It's actually the site that they had for the camp host, even though they don't have one. But they let us have it because our site had already been reserved and we had to get out of it. So they let us move in over here. And man, we like it here. So I'll show you more later. So there's the camper from a little different angle. Because I'm taking Ginger on a walk. No, that's a nice sight right there. Only negative so far, and a lot of little black ants. So today, we're kind of getting out and around. It's about 7:45, I guess. Today's the day we're going to town. We got some grocery shopping to do. I'm gonna get my oil changed in my truck. We're gonna drop Ginger off, have them nails trimmed. And we're meeting up with an old friend of Carol's and probably have lunch and visit with them a little. Get some stuff at the store. And refresh the fuel tank for the Polaris. And we got some things to do. Big elk right over there. I don't want to get too close to that thing. Not with Ginger. There it goes. There it goes. All right, now we can go. All right, I'm just gonna let you know how quickly things change. Remember how I've been talking about we're the only ones in here? Take a look at this. Yeah, so it looks a lot more crowded. There's 10 campers here now. Now there's 40 sites, so there's still a lot of room, but I just want to tell you the quick story. When we came here, we were in site number 10, which was right in front of that building. And I did that for a reason, because that's where the good Wi-Fi is. And I only reserved for 1 week, 7 days. And the longer we stayed here, we were the only ones here. And the longer we stayed, we didn't want to leave. So I went back in there and I said, hey, I want to book for a whole month, which is a cheaper rate. And she said, well, that's fine, except for that site you're in. Someone has reserved that come August the 1st. So you can stay there till August the 1st, and then you need to find another site. So, yeah, we looked around, and we decided we wanted this site when it comes time for us to leave. And she said, that's fine. And so we stayed there. And, I mean, really 2 days before we had to be out, we went ahead and moved. And, man, we really like this site. The thing about it, if you'll notice, and I'm not really antisocial, but I also like my privacy. So over the last 2 days, that portion where we were at around 10, number 10, started filling up. There's like, well, there's 9 RVs down there, and then you can see we're over here. So I really like the privacy because there's nothing behind us or beside us. We're kind of here by ourselves. Wi-Fi sucks here, but we fired up the old Starlink. We're doing okay. I just can't tell you just how peaceful it is up here. We just love it up here. There's the old camper. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention, if you wondered how this ranch got its name, go across. It's pretty cool. It's a big hunting ranch in their brand, or their symbol is that. And you might notice that's what you would see if you look through the scope of a rifle. Yep, just riding around with my gal. Just kind of let me see if I can show you anything from here. Yeah, so today was the day Carol decided she was going to do laundry. I was pretty much just in the way, useless. So Ginger and I decided, to get out of town and, take a little buggy ride. And so we came back in here to some beautiful overlooks. And, we were looking for wildlife. Now, most of the wildlife that we've seen has either been in town or at the campground, not so much out in the wilderness. And we were just kind of wondering why we're out here and Carol is back at the camp. We're just wondering if she sees more wildlife than we do.